And now he talks about moral education. Back to the book. In one respect, moral education must be carried out from the aspect of knowledge. That is to say, it is necessary to know intellectually what is good and what is evil. It is also necessary to develop the intelligence to distinguish right from wrong in various complex situations. Thus, it is necessary to teach the ability to determine good from bad, to discriminate what is right from what is wrong. This is something that I think we're getting away from. Like, hey, you know what? That's actually wrong. Like the whole idea you hear people, and I think they wrap this around a political conversation or a political viewpoint of there's some people that say like, no, evil actually exists. Mm-hmm. And some people just say, well, no, people are different and people are raised differently and all that. I'm one of the people that like, I believe evil exists. Yeah. And I think you can teach and you have to teach people how to tell the difference between right and wrong. Yeah. There's some things that are wrong. Yeah. There's some things in the world that are wrong. Yeah. And you shouldn't do them.
Strangely, I was talking to Jade pretty in depth about that idea and how it applies to a bunch of things where even saying, okay, things are right and things are wrong, that's like one way of, you know what, okay, so these people that say, well, people are different, there's no real absolute right or wrong. The thing is they have a point with that. But here's the thing, they're not talking about the same thing you're talking about. Okay. We have a societal standard. So, and it got super complex, so obviously it's not the time. But think about this. Let's say a fat person, right? They're fat. Everyone can see that they're fat. They know they're fat, kind of thing, right? And some people would say it's wrong to indicate or to point out that that person's fat in front of people, even though the fact is that they are.
Okay.
Right? Is it right or wrong to point that out?
It's rude.
It's rude. Exactly right. So is it right to be rude?
Well,
is it right or wrong?
It's a total scenario dependent thing. Who's the person?
Okay.
What's the situation?
Exactly right. So the point is, the point is there's a societal standard. Yeah. And usually it's established. Just like beating your kids in certain societies is right, in certain societies is wrong. So sure, the more extreme the behavior, the easier it is to discern, okay, that's
with
wrong.
With all that, I think there's a line that I think is you can call.
Yeah, and it goes all the way down
it's very hard to call.
to like almost like a human like understanding of like basic human needs. And Sam Harris, he talks about suffering and well-being. That's the two things. If something promotes or advocates suffering for like no reason why, he goes into it, then that's how you can discern good and evil.
Okay.
So, but at the end of the day, it goes down to a standard, like a specific standard.
Yeah. Yeah. But I guess you're saying the same thing I'm saying, which is like you need to teach people and explain what the value system is to people.